Yeah, welcome everybody. Good evening to you all. Um, yeah, wait, just give me some minutes. Okay. First of all, I want to say a big thank you to you all for finding time to be a part of this meeting, and we are starting immediately, so I don't take much of your time. Oh, you're welcome to NYM meeting. NYM, as we all know, is a privacy project that focuses on enhancing online privacy and anonymity. So please let's start properly. Yeah, introduction. Securing online privacy. NYM contribution to the internet security. So privacy should be the fundamental standard of health in activities. Unfortunately, in today's digital landscape, internet surveillance has become a significant concern for all users, spanning from threats like financial and identity thefts to profiting and violations of basic human rights. NYM is a decentralized platform that aims to offer privacy infrastructure for the internet built on the principles of blockchain technology. NYM aims to provide users with the ability to maintain their privacy and control over their personal data. So NYM provides a solution by allowing users to obfuscate their IP addresses and obliterating and online traces. This makes it an ideal tool for activists and journalists. So this particular point is based on the principles of NYM. That is that is obfuscating users identity. That's making your access, your data not to be accessible, and not giving that what I call, okay, I'll call it access to other parties like the government agencies or the IPIS to get to your data. Please let me mute. I think this person's is disturbing our network. Let me mute this person. Just give me 1 minute. Alright, alright, we are good. So now NYM aims to build a decentralized ecosystem where individuals and businesses can develop privacy-focused dApps by leveraging NYM's infrastructure and protocols. That means developers can create applications that prioritizes users' privacy, ensuring that their data remains secure and are untempered, like they make it undecipherable, means that people don't have access to it easily, and it doesn't show where the source of the data and where it comes from. So NYM also targets blockchain networks and aims to enhance privacy within the blockchain space by providing a privacy layer to existing blockchain networks. That users can transact and interact with anonymity, making it ideal for confidential financial transactions and supply chain management and identity verification. It means even in the blockchain space, users can still stay on the space of blockchain, make transactions and investment without being known by the other parties. So you can stay anonymously and still function well on the blockchain. So this is one of the things, the features that NYM NIM is trying and working so hard to implement for users so that you can enjoy these special benefits. NYM provides a viable solution to counter the growing concerns over online surveillance and data breaches. So we all know what, when I say online surveillance, what it's all about. So people just intrude on other people's data even without their knowledge, or sometimes to steal their informations or data like that. When they can kind of maybe track into your privacy and just get your stuffs without your permission. So with this feature of NYM, you are free from these particular threats. And also NYM ensures that users remain confidential and protected by allowing them to decide who has access to their information. So in this point, it implies that if you don't give anybody access to your data and your information, they will not unless you do so. So the project has put in everything together to make sure that users do not suffer the risks of people getting access to their data without their permission. So that is it. Now we talk about the NYM token, which is NYM. So NYM operates on its native utility token, NYM. The token serves various purposes within the ecosystem, including staking, incentivizing network validators, and facilitating transactions. So NIM is the native token of NYM. So as we all know, so it serves the purposes within the ecosystem, as is staking and incentivizing network validators and facilitating transactions. Validators, for people that are concerned about this, they play a crucial role in the NYM ecosystem, as they validate transactions and ensure the security and integrity of the network. Validators are incentivized with NYM tokens for their participation, which help them maintain the network's overall health. Now, let's talk about the basic principles of NYM. So NYM has put in everything, so many things together to make sure that they achieve this mission of creating privacy for users. Um, One of it is sorry about that. Sorry about that, please. So one of it is mixnet technology. NYM uses a mixnet technology, which is a series of servers that shuffle and reroute internet traffic to provide anonymity. And this Yeah. Also, we'll be looking at the NYM Rust SDK as it brings the powerful pattern protection of the mixnet into blockchains. Now, this is kind of a new tutorial on the NYM core team, like to review on the Cosmos broadcast. So it can be run over the NYM mixnet, securing traffic patterns against spoofing adversaries. By using the NYM Rust SDK with the Cosmos SDK, developers can query blockchains and request services anonymously via the mixnet, with all traffic patterns fully protected. Almost all the blockchains are vulnerable to traffic analysis with no pattern protection built in, and therefore leak metadata and IP addresses. This information can be used to target dogs or sensor users and validators. While the binary in the following tutorial is built for Cosmos, in theory, the principles should work on enabling pattern protection for any blockchain with the NYM mixnet. This implies that the NYM platform has put everything together to make sure that all your data, your IP addresses, your metadata cannot be tracked by other parties. So even the government agencies or the ISPs could not track it. And it is a very important and crucial feature of this great platform, which I encourage you all to adopt it. So we talk about the change leak metadata. That the purpose of the tutorial is not just to build the production grade code, but to familiarize developers with connecting NYM to the Cosmos blockchain. So interoperability is crucial for the future of Web3. If ecosystems remain slowed, they will become deserted islands from the start. Cosmos has been sought to review dependencies on L1 blockchain by enabling an internet of blockchains with the Inter-Blockchain Communication Protocol, that is the IBC, and Cumberum smart contracts, allowing projects to interact with one another but retain their own distinct character and utility, like sprawling archipelago of islands all connected. But the design of Cosmos means that all of the network traffic on in between chains, the boats connecting these islands to speak, is visible and therefore vulnerable to attack, surveillance, and censorship. This is not only a problem with dApps, decentralized projects, and blockchains of Web3, but with the internet as a whole. However, what makes decentralized infrastructure particularly vulnerable is the sheer amount of traffic that has to move across open networks in the interchain and peer-to-peer broadcasts. It is these patterns of metadata traffic that are analyzed by criminals, governments, big tech, and shady data broker businesses. And it's precisely these patterns that the NYM Mixnet protects. So you see, not just government agencies too. Criminals also do that. And then we talk about some big technology companies. They do these shady data broking businesses too. But NYM helps to protect users from falling victim and and prevent access to your data online. So you can build with the NYM Rust SDK on Cosmos. The first part of this tutorial is to teach you how to take a first step towards building a service which can interact with the Cosmos SDK blockchain via NYM, thus securing the network layer also. Now think of the services you will build as a kind of proxy. It interacts with the blockchain on the client's behalf, shielding the client from the validator that it interacts with. Now at the same time, and the service is also shielded from the client by Mixnet. Now let's look at the example. Now imagine you want to make a transaction. Generally speaking, this would entail: number one, querying the blockchain for relevant information to construct the transaction. Number two, receiving that back from the blockchain. Number three, then constructing and signing transaction and sending this to the blockchain also, and receiving a transaction hash back as confirmation as number four. Now, using this tutorial, the queries and transaction will be sent from your clients via the VixNet and a proxy network of services rather than direct from you, protecting your patterns of queries and transactions from the blockchain as well as any network observers. So conversely, the validator would send information and transaction hashes back via the proxy service, which would send this through the mixnet using something called SURBS, that's subs, now before it reaches your client. To note one important factor, one important thing that you should note is that if you are a wallet developer and your wallet runs on SOX 5, SOX 4A, or SOX 4, check out using the SOX client via the SDK instead of the WebSocket client. There is an example of how you will connect here. I'll share the link to you all immediately after this class, after this tutorial, so that you know how to go about with connecting to the website socket. And this tutorial covers writing two pieces of code in Rust. So the first piece of code is a client-side binary for constructing a blockchain query, which sends this to the Cosmos SDK blockchain before passing the response back to the client. The example in this tutorial is to query the balance of an account. The second piece of code listens out for requests from the mixnet, acts on those requests, and anonymously replies to the client sending this request. The tutorial is in 5 parts. Number 1, you prepare your environment. Number 2, you prepare your library. Number 3, prepare your client. Number 4, you prepare your service. Number 5, querying the chain. Those are the 5 tutorials under this, and I'm going to share you all the links precisely so that you get started immediately after this class. So by the end of this tutorial, you will have learned to integrate the NYM mixnet for traffic transport, allowing you to build privacy preserving apps for real world use cases. Much more simpler. Yeah, so most blockchains are not yet private, like, yeah, they're not designed with privacy in mind. They're designed to be immutable public ledgers that record transactions and remain unchanged and unalterable. The NYM Rust SDK introduces a pattern production for Cosmos traffic, but it does not provide the privacy once information is stored on a given blockchain itself. Now, if you are simply querying a blockchain, the mixnet will effectively protect those queries. But if you want to write to a blockchain, the mixnet only protects transactions in transit. This means you will need a privacy L1, like such as Anoma or Numbra, Penumbra. If you want to ensure on blockchain privacy, you really need these privacy factors like the Anoma or the Penumbra. Yeah, it's very important. It's very crucial when it comes to that. And also the NYM Rust SDK is generally purpose and can communicate with any blockchain, including those designed with privacy in mind. So integrate NYM for your network layer privacy and choose your stack carefully. And the NYM Mixnet is a general purpose advanced privacy system for the whole internet, whether Web 2 or Web 3 or a DAB, L1 or L2 blockchain. This tutorial shows that privacy primitives are becoming increasingly usable to build with privacy as the default. So developers try this tutorial today. Join the NYM dev chat as NYM developers chat and shield users operators against global adversaries and taking advantage of the powerful pattern protection offered by the Muslim. So every developer here, I'm going to share the link to the NYM developers chat immediately after this class, just after this tutorial, so that you can join our vibrant and social media platform for developers to get latest updates too about our platform. So that you can stay updated. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for listening to this session. So while I speak on the next session, I will bring more things that you really need to know about NYM to you all. Thank you very much once again. Yeah. Yeah. So NIM NYM protects internet traffic by routing it through a decentralized mixnet that can be accessed anonymously, that's using ZK names. Use NYM tools to protect yourself, your communications, your blockchains, and apps from surveillance and unauthorized data collection. NYM Mixnet technology ensures that your data is encrypted, shuffled, and routed through multiple servers before reaching its destination. That's making it visually impossible for anyone to trace the part of a given user's data. And this protects users from surveillance and data collection by both private entities and government agencies. Like I already explained before, this platform has worked so hard to put everything together so that you do not lose your information or get your information leaked or like tempered by other parties. So it means your informations are encrypted and shuffled. It's something that is guaranteed while you are using the platform. This project has put in everything to make sure that users are free from this particular malicious activities. NYM also offers a range of tools and applications that can be used to protect various types of communications and platforms. For example, NYM's messaging application, which utilizes the MixNet technology, provides secure and anonymous messaging for users who want to keep their conversations private. And we all know that privacy is a top priority. So it's something that everybody needs. Everybody everybody wants it. You deserve your data to be in private and everything. So with NYM, those things are guaranteed. Your data are safe. Nobody can track you. No censorship, even by government agencies or other private entities. The NYM blockchain privacy solution enables users to protect their blockchain transactions by ensuring that their transactions are not linked to their real world identities. So overall, NYM tools and technology offer a powerful solution for users who are concerned about privacy and security online and who want to take control of their personal data. So note that the NYM's mission is to build the next generation of privacy infrastructure. As data harvesting, as we all know that data harvesting has dominated Silicon Valley business models over the past decades and has rapidly become the norm for monetizing online activities. Understanding and predicting user behavior is now core to both old and new media businesses. For example, from the Financial Times to Facebook, who famously sold its users out to its financial clients like Cambridge Analytica. So I will briefly run through the NYM features once again so that some of us who were not present here when we started uh, will not miss this particular session. We'll get to understand more about the features. The number one is the name system. There currently exists no functioning protocol that can provide strong guarantees against leakage and harvesting of metadata. For instance, data regarding the timing of communication and the graph of who is communicating. Uh, NIM is an open source, decentralized, permissionless, and incentivized system that provides full stack privacy, allowing developers to build applications that provide users with strong guarantees against metadata surveillance at both the level of network traffic and the level of authentication and payments. Wow, that's great. And number two feature is mixed node operators. The NYM protocol will allow operators to run mixed nodes in the network and earn rewards. If you're interested in operating a name mixed node, sign up for the updates now. That's I already shared the link to people who were present when we started. So now I'm gonna give you all this link to sign up. Immediately after this class, I'll send the links across so that you can sign up. So the NYM privacy platform, the platform is composed of multiple Rust crates, top level executable binary crates, and then include number one, the NYM mix node that shuffle things packaged together to provide privacy against network level attackers. Number two is the NYM client executable, which you can build into your own application, use it for interacting with NYM nodes. These features are very crucial for developers. I mean, it guarantee you a developers that that privilege of creating a most secured application that censorship and surveillance won't be a problem. I mean, it protects the application from other agencies like getting access to it just like that easily. So it's a great feature that I know that every developer will want to adopt and take advantage of it. I'm encouraging you all to use this opportunity wisely and make the most out of it, because it is indeed a great one. And the third one is the NYM SOX 5 client. I mean, the SOX 5 proxy you can run on your machine and use with existing applications. Number four is the NYM gateway. It acts as sort like a mailbox for mixed-net messages, which removes the need for direct delivery to potentially online or firewall devices. It means this platform, that they've put in everything to make sure that while you are sending out information, it doesn't goes directly from the user, from maybe your devices just the way it is from your mail. It has other thing to, I don't know, okay, yeah, it's kind of not revealing the real source where this information, this data are coming out from. So it makes it difficult for other parties, other agencies to trace back to the source of the information. So this helps to keep you anonymous online on the internet, and on whatever business you have to do, both on the internet and in the blockchain space. That's great. So the fifth one is the NYM also monitor, I mean, sends packet through the full system to check that they are working as expected, and stores node uptime histories as the basis of the reward system. That's minimizing minimizing fraud and intruders from having access to your data. So number six is NYM Explorer, a projected block explorer and existing mixnet viewer. NYM wallet, a desktop wallet implemented using the Tori framework. Now, the main focus of NYM technology is to provide full stack privacy, as I once said, to users and developers building applications. This means that NYM's technology is designed to protect users' data and communication at both the network traffic level and level of authentication and payment. Wow, that's massive. That's great. I believe you're all following. Yeah, because I mean, opportunities like this, as we all know, they are rare. They are rare. You know what it means as a developer. Your your application is free from its traffic tracking, people like getting access to it and trying to intrude on it. It's a great one. It's indeed a great one. So NYM decentralized mixed-net technology combined with the use of ZK names allows users to access the internet anonymously, and ensures that their data is protected from metadata surveillance and other agencies. Additionally, NYM's technology provides developers with the tools that they need to build applications that prioritizes users' privacy, including privacy-focused messaging and blockchain transactions. So, furthermore, the NYM is an open source and permissionless, which means that anyone can use and contribute to the technology, and that there are no central authorities controlling this operation. So it is an incentivized system that encourages a community-driven approach to privacy and security online. So I believe you we are on the same page now, and for the forms, the other ones I told, yeah, Michael, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So for the form that I told you all about, that you need to fill out for those that want to be the part of the early birds shipyard, NYM shipyard. Immediately after this, I will share it to your DM one after the other. So all you need to do is to fill out the forms, and I'll share you links to our social media platform so that you can join us, follow us also on Twitter, join our vibrant Telegram group and also Discord group to get updates and more information about our network. And thank you also for making our time to be a part of this lesson, this class. So I really do appreciate your thank you and do have a nice day.